Hello, my name is Dr. Ronald Stone. I'm a master instructor in Heimukwan Hapkido. We're going to be talking today about practical applications of ki energy. And before you click your mouse or right click or turn off the monitor, because I didn't use the word fighting or combat or self-defense, I would remind you that Hapkido, the second part of that, the second word in it is ki. And so certainly nobody's going to say that Hapkido is not an effective combat, fighting, self-defense art. In fact, Hapkido is taught to the presidential bodyguards in both Korea and the United States, and I'm sure other countries as well. It's been taught to federal prison guards. It's been taught to air marshals. Special ops teams have learned Hapkido techniques. So the second part of that, ki, is what we're going to be talking about today in its practical applications. Ki energy, if you think about it, is a type of internal force or internal energy. And the way that I think of Hapkido, I know that a lot of you out there have been told that the literal translation to Hapkido is the way of coordinating energy or harmonizing energy usage or the way of harmony and energy. Well, the truth of the matter is that the founder of Hapkido, Cheung-sul, and his mentor, Takeda, these gentlemen were never interested in harmonizing anything. They were interested in winning fights, protecting the emperor. Takeda was the last in the clan of bodyguards to the emperor of Japan. Cheung-sul started out fighting gangs in a brewery. But they all understood that if you can manipulate an opponent's force while utilizing your own, you have a better chance. So I tend to think of Hapkido in terms of manipulating, the way to manipulate ki energy. And that's what we're going to be talking about now. So what is ki energy and how do we describe it? Well, that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about. Okay, so one of the first questions that comes up whenever I discuss ki energy application is, what is exactly ki? I mean, is this some mythological use the force Luke type of thing, or is it actually a reality? Well, for some reason, those same skeptics, those same people that are disbelievers, have no problems understanding acupuncture. Well, the truth of the matter is that while there are martial arts, such as Hapkido, that actually use acupuncture as a martial art way of healing, if you can use that spot to heal, you can use that spot to hurt. And it's just one of the facts of life, the yin and the yang, the basic physiology of the body. The same way that you can heal someone, you can hurt them. You can use the windpipe to breathe, or you can shut off the windpipe and they won't breathe. So how do I explain what ki energy is? Well, I think of ki in terms of a electrical wire and a string of Christmas lights. And each light represents a pressure point or a ki center along the body. And anybody who's worked with Christmas tree lights knows that if you fumble with a bulb or you break a bulb or you unscrew a bulb, all the rest of them are going to either flicker or go out. And that's what we do. I'm going to take two students here and show you how I kind of get them introduced to the concept. You want to just step out. This is Albert and Billy. And these two gentlemen haven't learned yet that you never volunteer for anything. But we're going to use them today, and we're going to appreciate how it is. So I want you guys to step back here for a second, and I want you to just get into your standard Hapkido breathing stance. Okay? Just put your feet apart, comfortably, shoulder width apart, bend your knees like you're riding a horse, and you're going to stick your hands out. Now this is how I explain it to beginners. And what I want you to do is just extend your hands into the first of the breathing positions. Fingers out, and now this is what we call a live hand. In a Hapkido live hand, your energy is directed to your fingertips. They're strong, they're like iron bars, and they actually will tremble and vibrate. It is not from the muscles. If you've been taught to wave your arms from the shoulders while you're doing your Hapkido breathing exercises, this is not like you're bringing in an airplane on an aircraft carrier. You're supposed to make these like iron bars or like spear tips. So this is a live hand. So the first demonstration I have of key energy is as you're bringing your hands up and forward slightly, push with your fingertips. Okay, just hold them there. Okay, tight. Get those fingertips vibrating. Now, drop your wrists. And if you do that, if you want to practice this at home, thank you guys. If you practice this at home, when you do this, and even when you're bringing it up and when you're looking up, you feel like you're stronger. You feel that strength coming into you. As soon as you look down or you drop your wrists, all that energy, all that strength in your arm, if you want to call it that, seems to dissipate. And so what we're showing here is that there are two ways to increase your own key energy, your own force. One of them is through breathing. And you see all of our, Hapkido is one of the few arts that practices specific energy-building breathing energy exercises, and the other is through meditation. And that's because when you meditate, you line up your key centers, your back, you're looking up, you're calming your mind, and that'll increase your internal strength. If you remember Jackie Chan's famous quote, sitting still and doing nothing are not the same thing. So meditation is actually a way of increasing your energy. But if you want to try that at home, get into your key position, get into your dungeon breathing position, push your hands forward, extend your fingers tight, and then just drop your wrists and feel the strength go right out of you. So that's a good explanation initially of how key energy uses. So how do we actually apply this in principle? How do we manage to use this principle of pressure point fighting? I'm going to borrow Billy here for a second. If you want to kind of relax for a second, you got left out for this part.